Ring, 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 ring. Siri, I think the money calling me. I finesse everything I had to eat. I feel like Michael Jackson on the beat. Ooh, moonwalk, I let you coons talk. Said he liked to play and ended up in chalk. I need everything up in the mall. Siri, tell me how much this shit cost. Ball in my hands are open court. You can't stop me with your biggest sport.
Time to make a wave, time to make a play. Yeah. I know she can change and it won't be the same. Yeah. Time to make a wave.
Hey guys, it's KP and I'm back for a story time. It's KP, what you know about me? Come sit down and listen to the story. Okay, so basically, when I rewatched my last video, I hated my last video, y'all. Like, people was just like, we liked it. And I'm just like, no, I just seemed like I was angry. Like, I felt like I was reliving in that moment. I just seemed so mad to me. And I was just like, dang. Like, I was talking like I was back in the fight. So I was just like, I'm going to tell a different story time next time. So this story time is different. It's not a fight. It's just about the time I went to my coworker's house with my best friend, who was also my coworker, and his friend violated. His friend violated to the max. Okay, so before I start the story, I'm just going to give you a little background and tell you who the people are. One was my best friend, and we're going to call her Nichelle. Now, she was like one of those best friends where y'all not really that close. She's really just your best friend because when you were kids, y'all were best friends, but y'all still hang out. But it's just like the relationship not really there. Like, we were cool. We hung out all the time, but I just feel like we were close friends at that point. Like, I don't really know if we were best friends, but she called me her best friend. And we were best friends when we was kids, so, you know, I just let it be. Like, her mom likes me. And I worked at Office Max. So when I got to Office Max, there was this guy that was like training us. So I was trained by this one guy, but then she was trained by somebody else, and he helped me sometimes. His name, we're going to call him Prince. We're going to call him Prince. He was from some country in Africa, but I don't know which one, but it was not like a normal one that you would hear. So Prince would train her, and the thing about Office Max, they knew that me and her were friends because we got the job together. Like, we went to the job fair together, we had our interviews together, everything, so they knew we were friends. So basically, when we would get scheduled, she'll be like leaving when I come in, or like I'll be leaving when she comes in. Like, we rarely ever worked together. I think we worked together like twice the whole time we worked there, and that's really how they were about a lot of friends, because literally all my friends technically worked there. Like, my other best friend ended up working there. Like, later I worked with her a lot more than I worked with this friend, and then my other friend worked there, and I would work with her from time to time. But literally we all worked at Office Max, like even different locations in different cities. Like, Office Max was a squad place. So while I wasn't there, I guess like she was making friends and talking to people while she was at work. I'm the type, I do talk to people, but most of the time I just be trying to do my own thing. Like, I don't really be, you know, going out my way to be trying to like talk to everybody. Like, if you talk to me, I'll talk to you. And he was one of them people, like, his conversation was always awkward for me, and sometimes he'd be leaving before I got in. So I wouldn't see him that much, but I just felt like our conversations was always awkward. So the only person I really talked to at work was my manager and a white guy that worked there, and then the people that worked in the Little Prince Center. But I didn't really talk to him all that much because, I don't know, one day she had told me, like, you know, she like hangs out with him sometimes. She texts him, like, they'll smoke together and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, that's cool, you know, because she smoked, I didn't. I'm like, glad you found somebody to smoke with, because she'll be like smoking before she came into work. But I don't even know why she would do that, because when she smokes, you can tell. Like, her eyes be super dumb red, and she just be like moving slow, and just like, you could tell. Even though she has bad allergies, so I used to always tell them, like, no, her allergies are just really bad, she not high. But I'm sure they was just like, girl, you're lying for your friend.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop your fucking lying.
Which, I was lying, but she do got bad allergies. We both had ended up getting an off day. We barely had off days that was the same, but it was like a Friday, and we both had ended up getting off. So this was also a friend that always kind of just had a move for you. But it was always one of those moves where you just like, where do you be finding this stuff to do? She'll just take you somewhere and you'll be in the most awkwardest position ever. So when she would have moves, I would just sometimes be like, What exactly are we about to go do? Because, like, with you, I never know. Like, you be having this on complete and utterly crazy dummy missions. So she was just like, Prince said that he's going to come get me. I told him that I'm with you, and he said that you could come too. He'll just invite one of his friends over. Basically, like, we can drink or we gonna smoke and stuff like that. We just gonna hang out. Like, basically, I just hang out with him. So I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. He like, the conversation be weird at work, but maybe it be because we at work, So I was just like, okay, that's fine. We could go over there, whatever. She was like, he doesn't live too far. He'll be here around like 9 to come get us. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Maybe I could see how the friendship can go now that we're in a different environment. So we get in the car, and he's just talking to us like, hey, yeah, and stuff, and everything is cool. Like, he's different outside of work. Like, he's more calm. He dressed different. He totally different. So I was like, okay, this is what I was hoping for. This is nice. I like this. So basically he was just like, us hanging out, we just gonna keep this outside of work, because when they know you hanging out, they be trying to, do this and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, that's straight with me, I'm not about to be in work like, guess who I was hanging with? Like, they don't even care, but I'm not going to tell them. So we pull up to the house. He has a huge house. Like, I think his family lived there, but they weren't there. But he was just saying, like, I think it was like him and his brother or something like that. But the house was so nice looking. Like, it was just decorated with like cultural stuff. And I was like, this is nice. Like, they had pianos, because he was saying like they do music and stuff. So they just had like a lot of instrument stuff. And it was just a real nice house. And I was like, I'm feeling this, because I really like home decor, when people's houses just be all decorated nicely. I was like, yeah, it's A+ for y'all. We're just sitting there. He's just like, yeah, my bro's about to come over, you feel me, and da-da-da. So I'm like, okay, cool, you feel me. I'm just like, it's okay, I can meet somebody. I mean, I'm not about to talk to whoever he brings, because at that time, I was talking to a boy already. And that's what I was saying about my friend, like, she always puts you in that situation to, like, you feel me, be the extra person. But I was just like, I mean, I don't care, because his friend probably just, he probably ain't even on that. Oh, his friends get there. His friend is like a bigger guy. I'm just going to call him, I don't even remember his name, so I'm just going to call him his friend. We were sitting there, and he was just like, yeah, do y'all drink and stuff? And I'm just like, yeah, I drink, whatever. And then she was like, yeah, I drink. And then he was like, okay, I'm about to have y'all try this little Jamaican rum. He was not Jamaican, but they did have some Jamaican rum. And for those of you that's ever had Jamaican rum, it gets you drunk. And then he was like, I'm going to have you try 50 Cent's new vodka. That's when Effin' had just came out. So he was like, we going to try that. So I was like, okay. He got the Effin', he got the little Jamaican rum. He poured us like 2 glasses each so we could try the difference between them. So basically, we was drinking it, and I'm just like, oh. I was like, the Effin' kind of like powerful, but it's like it go down kind of smooth. Like, it don't burn as bad as most light liquors would burn. And then the Jamaican rum, I'm just like, this is strong. Like, this is strong. Drinking the Effin' and stuff, just taking little sips of the Jamaican rum, and just basically talking about life and about work, and just funny experiences that we had at work. And then his friend did something really big in music. I don't remember what he did. Like, I think he was like an A&R or something like that. I think he was A&R. Not an A&R. He was not no damn A&R. You tried it. He was a PR. So he was a public relations person. So basically he was like a manager to artists. And he was a manager to an artist that's big now. And I just cannot remember who it was. So I was like, okay, that's cool, dope and stuff. I was telling him, like, I was in school for communications and stuff, and he was just telling me the types of stuff I could do and all that. And I'm like, okay, this is straight. His friend's cool. I did not want him in no way, shape, or form. Like, I'm type, if you've ever seen the guys that I talk to, they're small. And not even just small as in, like, skinny, because I don't have anything against big people, but they're small. Like, most of the people I dated are, like, not that much taller than me, or they are tall, but they're short for a boy. Or, like, I've only dated one tall person in my life. So I just was, like, talking to him. I was, like, enjoying his friendship like that. But I was not feeling him like that. But sometimes I feel like when you be just nice to people and you just be talking to them regularly, they always got to think that you want them. Like, I feel like they just be like, oh, she feeling me. And I wasn't, though. I mean, he was a good, conversing with him was straight, but I was just like, nah, it ain't even like that though. To the basement, there was a couch down there, so basically we just all sat there, and I think we was watching something on TV or something like that. Like, I'm really not sure how we ended up in the basement, why we went there. So me and Michelle, we're sitting on the couch, whatever, we just chilling. We took pictures and stuff. I'm gonna see if I could find them, but they was real ugly though. But I'm still gonna see if I could find them, and I insert them. We was looking dumb smacked and greasy, but I'll try. Prince and his friend had went upstairs for a second. So when both of the friends leave, I just already feel like y'all trying to plan a little scheme. But the thing is, though, while you were planning your scheme, I was telling Michelle how the scheme is not about to, it ain't going like that. I was just like, nah, if y'all thought y'all was about to pair me with his friend, you can dead that. Because I'm not going. Sorry. So they come back down afterwards, and you know, he's sitting on the other side. So then I think she texted me, and she was just like, he wants me to go upstairs with him. So I'm like, they really trying it. They really thinking that they are slick, and you're not. You're not. So I was like, okay. The reason I said okay was, my friend Michelle is kind of, she's that one friend that you know just is always in a situation and doing something just a little, you know, you got a side eye, like really. So I already knew whether or not I said I wanted her to go up there, she was going anyway. Especially I had found out in that moment they were already on that type of track with each other. So I wasn't going to be able to stop her because she was already, you feel me? That's why she came here. The thing is, if I was with her, and that's what she wanted to go do, I feel like she should have just been like, hey, at 9, I'm leaving. I got somebody coming, you feel me? I did not have to be present on this little sexcapade. Like, I could have just stayed where I was at. They go upstairs, and now it's just me and his friend sitting here, and I'm like, oh my freaking God. What did I get myself into? So we're sitting there, and now I'm feeling uncomfortable. Like, I feel like he should have been able to tell, because it's just like I'm not talking as much, because in my head I'm like, he really think I want him, and I don't. I really don't. So I'm just on my phone, just trying to, you know, just be distracted. I'm just texting away, and he just still talking to me. I'm talking to him like, yeah, something, something, and all this and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, I gotta get out of here. Like, I don't know how. So basically, I'm trying to call the boy that I'm talking to, but he told me that he was going out. So when I was calling him, I'm like, he not even gonna hear when I'm calling him because he's going out. So I'm just like, oh my God, this is so irritating. He sits next to me on the couch. So I'm just like, hey, like, what's good? What's poppin'? What's good? What it is? What's up? Like Kelly Sweets, I'm looking like, hold on, Playboy. So he just sitting there, he just like, did you hear that new Chris Brown song? And I'm like, what Chris Brown song? It's a song that you like. Girl, take it off me. You know just what. Private Show. That's what it's called. So he like, you heard that? And I'm like, no, I ain't hear that. So he was just like, oh, I'm about to play it for you. So I'm like, okay. He plugged his phone up to the little stereo, and he started playing the song. So I'm like, now he trying to set the mood. Like, I'm just like, no, I got to go. I got to go. And he started trying to sing with it, and I'm like, yeah, this nice. It's a nice song. So he like, yeah. Then, y'all, I kid y'all not. This man gets up, and he just like, yeah, this my song. And he starts trying to grind to it. And I'm like, oh, no. Like, it took everything in my spirit. When I tell you everything in my spirit, y'all, to not laugh at this man. Because, like I said, he was not a skinny guy. So basically, he wasn't even rolling with it. I was just like, bruh. So at that time, I'm just letting him do that, and I'm just like, I'm getting so uncomfortable. I'm texting my other best friends and her, and I'm like, girl, I don't know what I'm getting myself into at this moment, but I got to go up through. This is not the place for you. Like, that's what I was saying to myself. I'm texting my other friend like, girl, this is getting really awkward, but she's up there doing her due, so she don't care about nothing that's happening down there. Then basically he tried to come over to me, try to grab my hand and start dancing. I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine. He sat back on the couch, y'all. He sat back on the couch and he's still dancing to the song and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, this song long. I need the song to end. Because by now I feel like we've been in the song for like a minute already. I'm like, either he needs to cut this off or the song needs to stop. And this man tried to lean over. Like, I'm sitting on my phone like this. This man tries to lean over, y'all, and kiss my neck.
Oh, hell no!
When I tell y'all, I was like, I got up off that couch so fast, like, nah, I was like, I'll be back, So I went upstairs, I went to the front door, and I called the boy I was talking to. I'm gonna call him Nick. So I called Nick, and I'm like, help. I was like, help me. I need to leave here. Is you back from the club? He didn't even live in my city. Like, he lived in my city, but he wasn't in my city at the time. So I'm like, is you here? Cause I got to get out of here. I mean, he like, what's going on? I'm like, girl, I ain't had nothing. I'm just like, nah, she's trying to pair me with his friend. And he thought he was about to try to kiss up on me. And no, I wasn't going for that. Like, no, I was just like, I need you to just try to come get me. He like, all right, I'm going to call you back in a few minutes. I'm like, okay. I went in that car. He like, give me 10 minutes. I go back downstairs, and I'm sitting there, and the dude just looking like he just didn't get shut down. Like, he's still looking like everything is a go, everything is a great plan, even though I just done jumped off the couch. He's still looking like everything is great. So I'm sitting back down, and he plays another song, and I don't even remember what it was. I think it was another Chris Brown song. So I'm like, he not getting it. He not getting it at all. Like, I'm like, okay. So basically, he tried to walk back over to me, and I'm like, and I just got up. I text my friend when I went upstairs to him. I'm like, girl, I'm ready to go. Like, his friend really think I'm about to, like, he really just tried to kiss me. And then she was just like, okay, but wasn't coming down. So I'm like, okay, I'm just about to have to go find them. I didn't know where they was upstairs, but I was just like, I'm about to, like, go up there and talk to them. I went upstairs, I knocked on her door, and I'm like, we got to go now. I said in front of him, like, we got to go now because his friend just was trying me. And I'm not with that. Like, he really thought he was about to. And I think he did. Like, he did. Like, he got fairly close enough for me to feel like he did. And I'm just like, no, like, we need to leave now. Take us home, please. Like, you can come back with him, but somebody needs to take me home. Because I'm not trying to be in here with this man. He's not catching the hint. I'm like, y'all don't hear this music? Like, he really trying to set the tone. He like, okay, I'm about to take y'all. So he gets up, he putting the rest of his stuff on and stuff like that. And we go downstairs, and his friend is gone. His friend is gone. Like, I guess he finally felt embarrassed that I wasn't messing with it, and he left. Like, and I was just like, I don't care. Like, no, I was not messing with that. I was just like, this man really violated, and I felt like they was a little salty at me, but I'm like, I don't care. Like, y'all wanted to do that. I didn't want this. Y'all tried to, like, no. And then he wasn't taking the hint of me, like, moving and stuff. Like, what did I have to do? Punch you for you to get it? Like, I don't get it. So basically, after that, I never talked to that coworker again. Like, I had never really worked with him in the beginning, but I didn't really talk to him no more. And I just told my friend how creeped out I was, and she was just like, why did he think that you wanted him like that? Like, because you brought me over here. That's why. His friend probably set it up like, yeah, she, her friend like this, so she probably, you did this to me. Like, I told her, like, it was you, because you shouldn't have left me down there. Like, nah, And so that was just that, but I just was not, bruh. Like, I was like, oh, heck, Like, I don't know if he thought, like, he tried to tell me what he do for a living before, and thought I was going to be like, oh, no, but, nah, I wasn't with it, y'all. I was not with it, and I just feel like if you got to try to get a girl drunk to smash, you're a rapist. I wouldn't say that he necessarily was one. I just don't think that he knew that I wasn't feeling him like that. But I feel like a lot of males, like, or just people, period, because males could be raped too, need to really just pay more attention to the person that you are with if they're under the influence. Like, I just feel like you just need to be careful when you mess with people under the influence, because you never know.
I fantasize when she go down on me. When she go down, the doors unlocked.